This cruise log was recorded before the COVID-19 pandemic.
We're going to C-Day brunch very soon and have some food, like toast and pancake.
We're going to go to C-Day brunch,
I already filmed myself.
which is actually going until 1 o'clock today, which is good. No, we're not going up, we're going down. It's always so fun trying to work out which one is going to go first.
Yep. No, that one is still in cinema.
G'day YouTube, it's day 3 of our cruise and it's New Year's Day. I'm still not feeling quite 100% myself, so Linda and the kids are off to C-Day brunch and I'm just chilling out in our room for a little bit. And I just realised how that sounded. I don't have a hangover, I don't actually drink alcohol.
Are we moving or have we stopped? I don't know.
Whoever came up with the idea of funny French toast is a genius.
It's yummy, isn't it, Ari? Chloe's got some too.
Mum, do you know what a deep fake is?
This bloke was doing some ice carving up on the Lido deck. So we've been looking at the TV and it seems the ship's not really moving at the moment. But it came up and told us the total cruise distance sailed is 658 nanometers. I'm thinking, that's such a short distance you couldn't physically see it with the naked eye. What is going on? I figured NM must not be nanometers, it must be nautical miles. So that makes a little bit more sense. We're heading off to Cluedo the Murder Mystery. Should be interesting.
Over the murder of Mr. Goody. That's when you're all meant to gasp.
Okay, so they introduced us to all the suspects and characters on stage, and the idea is you get clues all through the cruise. The only problem is they were handing out little cards to be write your clues in. I would suggest, getting here early because we weren't late. We got here basically on time, but they'd already stopped handing them out and went backstage. So we're going to see if there's some way we can try and get our hands on a card. Well, we couldn't manage to find anyone, so we may just have to rely on putting clues in our phone. But, yeah, there may be more to it than that. I don't really fully understand how it works because I haven't seen the card, so it's disappointing, actually. We just had a chat with guest services, and they said that there should be some at the coffee shop. Success. There we go. Now we're in business, and they've even got little pencils. Awesome. Okay, so Mr. Body has been murdered on the ship, and there are a bunch of suspects. There's Professor Plum, there's Colonel Mustard, all the ones that you're used to. So we have our card now, and there apparently will be clues at various events throughout the rest of the cruise. So it'll be interesting to see if we can figure out who the murderer is. Okay, so on various days there's different ways to get clues. So yeah, we'll be playing this all through the holiday.
So, bingo on Carnival ships is not average bingo. Because, Carnival are fun ships. So you get in there and the bingo host is crazy and excited. And she gets up and she does a dance. And the first thing that they tell you is that when you have one to go before you reach bingo, you have to get up and say, one more to go, and do a dance and stuff. So that was fun. And then they might even get like another crew member to come up and they'll do like a dance together. So it's all fun and games. It's a little bit expensive, but it's fun though. And the amount of money you win depends on how many people have played that day. It is bingo, but it is carnival style. And I enjoyed it. I had a couple of times I was pretty close, but no luck this time, but maybe next time.
I won prizes at the arcade because I put my tickets in the ticket feeding machine, and then it got all your tickets, and then they were put onto your card to recognize that the machine would recognize your cards. I got these weird eye things that are for your fingers, and a weird ring. I went shopping with Grandma and I got this.
Cool.
It's one of those special celebrating 80 years of Batman sets. It was in Bird last year, they did say that Batman was 80 years old.
Hawaiian nights tonight.
You might want to do that again.
They're going to Hawaiian nights.
Waiting for the boys. They're slow. And we're at the front of the ship, and you just feel it kind of go up and down. And it's not rough, but it's enough for you to kind of go, we're moving. Yeah.
Just got a lot more expensive, so pay attention to all of
We're at the theatre for the Island Show.
message.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for bars, everyone.
Since our cruise director had the same name as Chloe, we had to get a photo of them together. We're at a family-friendly comedy show!
Any room in your room? Let's see what the towel animal of the day today is.
Today's towel animal of the day is... a frog! He is so cool and awesome. Look at him. So tonight's show was a little bit different. It was meant to be a story, kind of a musical play about animals on an island that was having to be evacuated because of a volcano erupting. Now, at the time of recording, it is quite recently that there was an incident in New Zealand where another cruise ship was there and some passengers were on a shore tour on an active volcano which actually did erupt, and some people were very seriously injured and a number of people lost their lives. It was a really terrible tragedy, and as we're on a cruise ship at the moment, we just want to acknowledge that and the pain that their loved ones have gone through. And everyone who was on that ship, it would have affected all of them, crew, passengers, the whole lot. But because of all of that, they decided to take out the story elements of tonight's show and just sing the songs to us, which they felt was out of sensitivity to those who lost their lives, the ones who lost loved ones. So out of respect, that's what they did. So, I mean, the original version of the show sounded like it would have been very entertaining, and yeah, we love a good story. But I support their decision to be sensitive and respectful of those who have suffered in that kind of tragedy. But after the show, we actually had the opportunity to go downstairs and listen to a family-friendly comedy night, which was great. On our last cruise on the Legend, the family-friendly comedy never seems to happen at a time that would work for us. It was always when we were having tea or when we were getting ready to go to the show or something like that. So that was really cool. So we got to go to some family-friendly comedy and we really enjoyed that. So as you can see, we are now finally on our way. We've left Australian shores and we're heading to our first stop, which will be Isle of Pines. Because, of course, our originally planned first stop, Mare, has been cancelled because of all the maintenance work they're doing on the ship today.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye! Bye! Another day at sea!